What'd you find?
A donkey.
You're supposed to be keeping bees.
I like donkeys. They're fluffy.
All right.
They're fluffy.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Ryan. Today I wanted to show you all a quick video on how I set up my summer splits after they've gone through a brood cycle in that single nuke and get them ready for the winter. I want to show you my favorite configuration on how to run that small split that I make in the summer and how they can grow into a 5/5 nuke, and why I think it's a good configuration to go into the winter here in Southern Maryland. And I'm going around doing this to a bunch of yards where I've set up splits in that were in nukes. But yeah, thank you guys, and continue to watch, and please like and subscribe. Yeah, so like I was saying, here in Southern Maryland, my favorite way to put a hive through the winter is actually a 5/5 nuke. I like this configuration with the 10 deep frames and 5 on the bottom and 5 over top that brood nest, because I feel like the space is smaller where the queen and the cluster can keep that brood warm throughout the winter, and it is easier for a cluster to move up rather than side to side in my singles. I just noticed that the bees just look more organized in a 5/5 when I check them in the spring. And I just wanted to do a video here. Again, this is just how I manage my bees here in Maryland. I know everyone in different areas, all over the United States and in different countries, you may not be able to do a 5/5, or you may need 2 deeps and, with a full box of honey over top that brood nest to get through the winter. But I like to run 5/5s, and I'm going to show you how I do this. I got a box here off to the side with mostly drawn comb. How I'm going to entice these bees and get them to move up in this box immediately is I have a freshly drawn comb here with older brood comb, but it's open. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig down in here, find a fresh frame of eggs, an open larva, and stick it in this top box in the middle, and then we'll put this frame in that slot, and that queen and those nurse bees will want to move up, and they'll start working in this this box that I'll be putting on top. So let's go through here and see what this colony looks like. So right off the bat, you can tell they could definitely use some more room, and this is fairly quick when I'm out here and adding doubles to these colonies. I really just want to make sure I got a queen and that they have food, and if that checks the boxes, and then I'll just add this box and bring that brood frame up, and I'll check them back in about 2 weeks or so. See, as you can see, that's a really good brood frame there, both sides. So like I said, I'm gonna put that in the top box. I'm not even checking for the queen. I know I have a queen in here. I can see brood on this side and brood over here. So now I'm gonna drop this fresh drawn frame right down in the middle, tighten this back up, and then also I'm gonna take a 1/2 pound of pollen patty, cut this in half, and I'll let the bees work on this, and this will help them through this dirt that we're in right now. I like to cut them in half because there's more surface area on these patties where they can work it and eat it faster. Then I just simply move my box on top, put my lid back on, and again, I had mason jars out here because they didn't need a whole gallon of feed at once, but now I have all this comb up here, and I move that brood up. I'll go ahead and put my 1 gallon feeders on here. Create some suction, put my 1 gallon feeders on. And now this hive is set up for the winter. I shouldn't have to even go down in this bottom box again this year unless I see a queen issue, or I want to see how much brood we have later in the year down here. I'll just only have to go in this top box, 5 eggs and brood, then I'll be okay. As the year goes on, she'll move her brood frames back down to the bottom and start laying down in the bottom, and they'll be storing their food stores up top. And if they don't do that, I'll have to come through here and manipulate these frames, put the open frames in the top that are resources, move the brood down at the bottom so they start their cluster in the bottom and work their way up through the winter. Thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll be coming out with more videos. Thank you.